I'm so excited that the eye surgeon brought up tandem surgery with the plastic surgeon because it makes this way more possible. I have to see an ENT first, though. I've told multiple eye doctors about how I go like this and snot pours down my throat, or they want to take more off this side because it's more swollen. But this is the side my deviated septum and swollen turbinator on. So they can't tell me if you do surgery and even out my eyes and then they fix my nose, is it going to be uneven the opposite direction? I need to see an ENT for that, so I waited 6 months for a phone consult, and then he's like, okay, you can book an in-person appointment. It's in 2 months. And I said, does he even do septoplasty and turbinate reduction surgery? And she's like, nope. He refers out for that. He's like the TMJ sleep apnea guy, which I also need, but okay, noted, that's going to be another referral. So when I go and see the facial plastic surgeon, I'm going to talk to them about the eyes and the nose because they do both, but they're still not an ENT, so I also need to see a nose person. But I need to figure out who the fuck is the eyes and the nose person. I have doctors for my head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but an ENT is the ears, nose, and throat. Who does the eyes and the nose? Who does this? Because I've been learning, the doctors have subspecialties. But I'm only 10% sure I even want the nose surgery, because is it worth it, right? The recovery is fucking horrible, and I have EDS, so my cartilage is weak as mush, and our nose jobs collapse all the time, and then you have a botched nose job. So I don't know if that's bad enough that a sleep apnea machine and nose strips can... I need to up my propranolol prescription. I just assume that's the propranolol in my heart, but now that I think about it, that's my nose. Going like that makes me dizzy as shit. It makes me want to throw up. So I need like some oxygen or something. You know, I want one of those machines so bad, just to like huff oxygen. But you're not supposed to like be on oxygen if you don't need oxygen because it's bad for you. But like if you've ever had one of those things on your nose, you feel like you're like it feels like when you do a line, it just fucking hits you in the top of the skull and you're like, hallelujah. When the eye surgeon was telling me today, though, that she works with these plastic surgeons because sometimes people are getting their eyes done and then they're getting like a facelift or a lower facelift or whatever. I've wanted a lower facelift so bad, and I wanted to do it before I turned 30 because I gained 70 pounds on Abilify in 4 months and lost it in a year and a half. So that really changed my skin. Like, that's where I got this from. I never used to have this. So I've wanted this pulled back so bad, but I could never afford it in Canada. A deep plane facelift in Canada, a lower facelift is crazy. I would have to go to Guadalajara, Mexico. But I am curious to talk to them about it. Especially because my poor wound healing. So like fucking chopping me up is crazy. I was noticing today this cut on my finger that's like still hurts to touch is from when I mounted a TV, and I'm pretty sure that was the first week of January. It's a favorite cut. How the fuck are we gonna cut me open? Can you harvest other people's collagen? Would my body reject that like it rejects me? Because they can't use my own collagen. Like, sometimes when they do a nose job, they take cartilage from your ear, but my ear's made of butter. Can I borrow someone's cartilage? You want to give me some of that cartilage? I've been doing this thing for the last couple months that people are recommending where the second you, or the day before your period, or 2 days before your period, or 3 days before your period even, you're taking naproxen, like you're taking an NSAID, and it makes your period more manageable. It's interesting because it's been delaying my period a couple days. Like when I take it, at the first sight of blood, sometimes I won't get any more for like a day or two. But today, now, I just started my period 25 days into my cycle. When I started last cycle, 3 days late, or like 2 days late. So I'm like, oh, weird. But I just bought and took 2 naproxen, so we'll see if I keep bleeding or not. But I'm so tired, I have to go to bed. My sleep has been fucked. Like, I've only been able to sleep during daylight. Cause look at it, it's, oh my god, be quiet. I'm like a witch. Like it burns. There was a comment that was like, why was none of this diagnosed when you were a kid? It was. The diagnosis was called drama. They said, thank God I have to move. They said I was dramatic. That was my diagnosis. Dramatic. And now they're like, holy fuck. Like today she's like, whoa, like, what? And I'm like, she was like, she kept being like, oh, sorry, oh, and I'm like, no, you can go ham. I don't feel shit all. Just 24/7. I'm gonna have to do like a poll about EDS and nose jobs, and it ain't gonna be good, folks. I've also been thinking about like binocular vision dysfunction, like the muscles in your eyes, because some people get like have crooked eyebrows, and my eyebrows are tattooed on to match the crookedness. And then you get your, what are they called, prism glasses, and then your eye muscles like balance out, so then your face becomes in a different position. So I'm also thinking, fuck, like, should I be getting prism glasses? But then again, prism glasses can fuck you as well. But I am kind of confident because I don't know why. I feel like a lot of people have, you try the first line treatment to a problem and it doesn't work, and like people with EDS and complex conditions, it's like the 790th thing that you try. Since I've gotten diagnosed with EDS, all the first line treatment is working. It's ridiculous. Like, sure, it took me 14 years. And some people didn't have to wait that long, but once they did get diagnosed, nothing is working. I feel really, really lucky that once I did get diagnosed, now it's like bada bing, bada boom, bam boom. Because not everybody has that experience. Like with MCAS and the Nalcrom and the Sertrazine, both working for me, that's like first line treatment. What the fuck? That's it. That's all I needed. Like, so many people have MCAS and the meds don't work and they're struggling with it over and over and over. What? I'm so lucky. Same with propranolol. So many people, propranolol fucks their life up. I've loved nothing more in my life than propranolol. No, if you put me on a deserted island, it is propranolol. 100% is propranolol. I want to go down to my Wellbutrin. I'm not fucking kidding. I want to go to 150. If you're an MOA watching this, do I really have to list my fucking medication every time I go to the doctor? Because, like, it's not relevant, really, right? Like, when they made me fill out paperwork by hand today, horrible idea. Why would anyone do that to me? It's such a stressful time. You can't read that shit. I can't read it either. And I take a bunch of meds and it doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't really matter. And I know it sometimes does matter, but... So I just wrote, like, the top 3 and then quit.